Each candidate will answer 10 questions on a 1.5-minute time limit. These questions have been submitted by the public, and they have been narrowed down to the most popular submission topics. Candidates receive these questions 24 hours prior to tonight's forum. There will be a different candidate starting off for each question. So for the first question, Andrew will start off. For the second question, Julie will start off. Are we ready, guys? Ready? Okay. So, first question. With the endorsement of the Stellar Community Funding, how would you like to improve our community?
All right, thank you so much. And the Stellar designation is really important to this community because of all that it's going to help us accomplish. But Stellar funding is already dedicated to certain projects. We had to lay those out in advance, so it's not like the state's going to write us a $6 million check, back a Brinks truck up to City Hall, and then we can use it however we want. The great thing is that we put our plan together based on community feedback. And so this is not just my plan, it's not the mayor's plan, it's really the community's plan. And the projects include multimodal pathways, which is our trail that we want to finish around Madison, adaptive reuse of downtown buildings, which includes the Ohio Theater, Crystal Beach, Tower Tack Factory, the Cotton Mill, and the former Elks building, destination development, which is all about improving our playgrounds and our campground, inviting gateways, which improves the entrances to our community, student community initiatives, which includes tech startups and including students in all of our initiatives, overhaul corridors, which includes getting better communication and pedestrian access on Clifty Drive, and neighborhood revitalization, which includes improving sidewalks in neighborhoods, rehabbing houses, and reducing blight. Stellar is not a quick program. We will still be doing Stellar projects in 2021, which is why it's vital to elect someone who knows it inside and out, because we need to continue the leadership that started this program. Thank you.
Well, Andrew just read off the list of Stellar projects, and that saves me a few seconds. Thank you, Andrew. I do believe that the Stellar program has been great for Madison. I've worked on several Stellar programs in other cities through my job with Midwestern Engineers. I think that we had a big focus on downtown, and I would like to see some more on the hilltop. Some of my goals: extend Michigan Road sidewalk to Autumnwood, and get a light at Miles Ridge, either a caution light or Miles Ridge and Michigan Road is the intersection I'm talking about. Clifty Drive, I think there is some plans for sidewalks, plantings, and safety equipment, which I think is good. I'm very interested in walkability. I would particularly like to find a useful business development, probably a mixed-use development, for the long abandoned lot on Michigan Road up close to Clifty Drive, the old shopping center. And most of all, I would like to address our incredible substance abuse challenge, which I'll get into in a later question.
Regarding the Stellar question, I deeply believe that Madison, Indiana, has used it in very beneficial ways. I think that we can focus a little bit more in terms of sidewalks and bike pathways. I think that as Indiana, when you think about it, we are a very active community, and we would like to be around and looking for nature parks. I really would like to use some of the Stellar money that's not been already allotted towards other programs, towards building pathways around Clifty Drive and making those sidewalks already more accessible towards the public. I believe that the lots that have been in use and the potholes regarding the Michigan Road and all that, I believe that that's something that we need to really focus on and take care of. You know, the Stellar programs themselves, I want us to not just focus on outside sources. I don't want us to just be hoping to get another check here and there. I want us to be able to grow in money by ourselves and be able to support our own negotiations and be able to support ourselves as a self-sufficient city. Thank you.
There's no doubt that the Stellar designation was great for our community. And Andrew, I think, did a fine job outlining all of the projects that were included in Stellar. We need to go beyond Stellar now. As we complete those projects, we need to continue our comprehensive planning, particularly for the Hilltop. My background in investments and management, I've done economic development all across the country. I've seen what works in small communities as well as large communities. I've been involved in over $5 billion of economic development deals across the country. One of the things that we could have done better with Stellar is negotiate better economic development deals with the development partners. I was happy to be asked by the city early on in the Stellar process to make a presentation to the Stellar Selection Committee. I brought my investment experience to the table there and demonstrated what I've done in our community. I have not only talked about investments, I've done it through a company that my wife and I have formed. We've made significant investments in downtown Madison, and we're about to embark also on some new investment opportunities on the Hilltop. I believe that with my background, we'll continue to create comprehensive planning strategies for the Hilltop that will deal with quality of life issues, create the economic opportunity that I had outlined before. And again, my focus is on raising the standard of living for the residents that live here. We need to make sure that our public policy deals with standard of living. Thank you.